Okay, so you've probably got this in your kitchen right now, but today we're going to make the case for why it really belongs in your bathroom cabinet. We are talking about sunflower oil, but not for cooking. We're talking about it as a surprisingly powerful, game-changing tool for your skin. Let's just think about this for a second. We're constantly bombarded with messages that effective skincare has to be complicated, it has to be trendy, and it has to have a hefty price tag. But what if one of the absolute best ingredients has been hiding in plain sight this whole time? And that's exactly why we're calling sunflower oil skincare's quiet hero. While all these other exotic, fancy oils are getting the spotlight, this one has just been consistently working in the background. It's reliable, it's gentle, and it is an incredible multitasker for pretty much any skin type. And where does it come from? Well, it's about as simple and natural as it gets. It's just a pure oil extracted straight from the seeds of the common sunflower, Helianthus annuus. And there's a real beauty in that simplicity, right? It's just a pure plant-based ingredient that, as you're about to see, is incredibly effective. So what's the secret sauce here? What gives this everyday oil its kind of secret identity as a skincare powerhouse? To figure that out, we've got to look under the hood and get into the science because what's inside is what really, really counts. The absolute star of the show here is something called linoleic acid. Now, what's so wild about this is that it's an essential fatty acid. That means our bodies literally cannot make it on their own. We have to get it from outside sources. And for our skin, it's like a fundamental building block for a strong, healthy protective barrier. And this is why sunflower oil is such a big deal. It doesn't just have some linoleic acid, it is packed with this stuff. We're talking over 60% in a good, high-quality oil. That massive concentration is precisely what makes it so amazing at nourishing and repairing your skin. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This science absolutely backs this up. A study published on PubMed actually found that when people applied sunflower oil to their skin, it measurably improved hydration and helped repair that all-important barrier function. So yeah, the benefits, they're scientifically proven. So with that science in our back pocket, let's talk about what this actually does for your skin in the real world. I want you to think of sunflower oil as your skin's own personal guardian, just quietly working 24/7 to protect and repair. It's really a triple threat. First, it hydrates deep down by locking in moisture. Second, it repairs that skin barrier. A great way to think about your skin barrier is like a brick wall. The linoleic acid acts like the mortar, filling in all the tiny gaps to keep it strong and keep all the bad stuff like irritants out. And third, it's a natural anti-inflammatory, which is amazing for calming down redness and sensitivity. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Oil on my acne-prone skin? No way. But here is the absolute best part. Sunflower oil is non-comedogenic. That's just the fancy scientific term for it won't clog your pores. This makes it a surprisingly fantastic and safe choice even for those of us with sensitive or breakout-prone skin. Okay, so you're probably thinking, I'm in. How do I actually use this stuff? Well, the good news is it is incredibly easy to work into whatever routine you're already doing. You've got a ton of options here. You can press just a few drops onto damp skin as your final moisturizing step. It feels amazing. You can use it for oil cleansing to just melt away stubborn makeup and sunscreen. It is a phenomenal body oil, especially right after a shower when your skin is still a little damp. And hey, it's a perfect, affordable base for any DIY skincare you might want to whip up, like a sugar scrub. But wait, before you run off to grab that bottle from your kitchen pantry, hold on. This next part is probably the most important piece of advice I'm going to give you. The type of oil you choose makes all the difference. So listen up, because this is crucial. The cooking oil in your pantry is not the same as what you want to put on your face. For skincare, you have to look for a cosmetic-grade oil that is labeled cold-pressed and unrefined. That cold process is what keeps all the good stuff, like vitamin E, intact. The heat used to make cooking oil, it basically destroys most of the nutrients your skin is craving. So when you put our quiet hero up against the big names, how does it do? Well, unlike olive oil, which can feel pretty heavy, or coconut oil, which can be a pore-clogging nightmare for some faces, sunflower oil is super lightweight and sinks in fast, and that sky-high linoleic acid content really makes it the undisputed champ for sensitive and acne-prone skin types. And, this all brings us right back to where we started. In a world of crazy 10-step routines and ridiculously complex formulas, sunflower oil is just this beautiful reminder that sometimes the most effective solution is also the most simple. It hydrates, it repairs, it protects, all without any fuss. Maybe the real secret to great skin isn't about adding more and more, but about finding those simple, powerful things that just work.